and welcome back to Cooking at the Cauthens. So it's been a while since I've made a video, but I've got a great reason for that. Me and my mom have been working together to create a new YouTube channel called Elevate, where we'll be talking about all kinds of great topics, including food, fashion, and home decor. So if you're interested in checking out that video, click the tag above or click the link in the description below and that'll lead you straight to the channel. Today, I've got 3 great recipes for you. So we'll be starting off with some easy buttermilk biscuits, then we'll move on to French toast, and we'll finish up with some nice blueberry pancakes. So let's get started. Alright, so I've started off by preheating my oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. When you're baking, it's really important to have your oven already at the temperature that it needs to be at for the recipe, because that allows your food to cook more precisely. So now, I'm going to start off by adding 2 cups of all-purpose flour to a mixing bowl. Then I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of baking powder and a teaspoon of salt. So now I'm just going to whisk this all together. Okay, so now that I've mixed the dry ingredients together, I'm going to add in 1 stick of chilled butter cut into cubes and 1 cup of cold buttermilk. Now, it's really important that your milk and your butter are cold, because biscuits turn out the best when you put cold dough into a really hot oven. The temperature is really important. So I'm just going to mix the dough together, and then I will put it into my pan here. Alright, so now that I've finished mixing up the biscuit dough, I'm going to transfer it to this pan right here so I can bake it. So I'm just going to add some flour to the bottom of the pan so that the biscuits don't stick. And then I'm just going to put a bit of flour on my fingers and take some biscuit dough and stick it directly into the pan. Now, traditionally, biscuits are rolled out, but I found that when you just drop them directly into the pan, they're a lot more fluffy and tender since you're not overworking them with the rolling pin. It's been about 15 minutes, and I just pulled the biscuits out of the oven. So as you can see, they are very nice and fluffy, and I think they turned out really well. So I'll plate everything up at the end of the video so that you can have an even better look. So now that I'm done with the biscuits, I'm going to move on to French toast. So it's been about 15 minutes, and I just pulled the biscuits out of the oven. So as you can see, they are very nice and fluffy, and I think they turned out really well. So I'll plate everything up at the end of the video so that you can have an even better look. So now that I'm done with the biscuits, I'm going to move on to French toast. Alright, so I'm back and I'm ready to show you how to make some nice, easy French toast. So we're going to start by cracking 1 egg into a bowl. And then I'm going to add in 1/4 of a cup of milk and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And I'm just going to whisk that together. So now that I've mixed up the egg mixture, I'm going to take some whole wheat bread. You can use any kind of bread you want. I'm using whole honey wheat, but you can use white bread or brioche. And I'm just going to dip it into the egg mixture and add it to the pan right here. I'll do a second piece. just going to let the French toast cook for a couple of minutes on each side until it's golden brown. So it's been about a couple of minutes, and the French toast is browning up on the first side. So now I'm going to flip it over and let it cook for another 1 to 2 minutes. I just pulled the French toast out of the oven, and as you can see, it's nice and golden brown. And I just garnished it with some fresh strawberries that I picked up the other day. So if you want, you can serve this with some syrup drizzled over the top, but it's also really good without it. So now let's wrap up with our blueberry pancakes. Alright, so we're back, and I'm going to show you how to make some nice fluffy blueberry pancakes. So let's get started. So I'm going to start off by adding 2 cups of all-purpose flour to this mixing bowl, 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Let me just get that last little bit around the edges. A teaspoon of salt, and 3 tablespoons of light brown sugar. So now I'm just going to whisk the dry ingredients together. Now I'm going to add 1.5 cups of milk, and I'm going to crack in 2 eggs. So now I'll just mix all of these ingredients together. Alright, so I've heated up some oil for the pancakes right here. Alright, so I've heated up some oil for the pancakes right here, and I've poured some of the batter into this measuring cup. So now I'm just going to add our first pancake to the pan. Okay, so once you've got your first pancake in the pan, what you do is take some of your blueberries and sprinkle it over the pancake so that it can cook into it. So I'm just going to let this cook for a couple of minutes, and then I'll flip it and let you see the other side of it. The first pancake is done, and see how the blueberries are nicely incorporated into it. So I'll do a couple of more pancakes, and then I'll show you the final. I finished the pancakes. I made 3 additional pancakes, so we've got a total of 4 here. And I just want to give you a close-up shot so that you can see how nice the blueberries look. So now that the pancakes are ready, I'm just going to drizzle a bit of syrup over them to add some sweetness and really bring out the blueberry flavor. Yeah, we've got some nice, big fluffy biscuits, some crunchy, delicious French toast, and some nice pancakes with fresh blueberries in them. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.